goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get first crack at it here. The Vols smoked the Gators the last time they saw each other, and they would love more of the same in this one.
They've been partying nonstop in Knoxville ever since that blowout win against the Gators, and they want to keep the celebration going. To do that offensively, they've got to be able to come away with explosive plays in this game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to go deep. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the DB right with him to knock it away. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications.
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's caught. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback, because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point.
That makes the score Tennessee 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Off play action on first down. He's got it inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. From the gun. Give on the inside. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. guy got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Touchdown Volunteers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Stokes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Gators will hustle to the line. The play action fake. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He'll keep it himself. First down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Vols are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Powell. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw again. Buys a little time. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
A shot toward the end zone, and he'll sail it way too for everybody.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bumps. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Powell. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Here's the heat. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Going with the ground game left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down. He's still on his feet. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stokes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the... He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48, and an explosive play gets this offense working. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Volunteers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep lead. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football. And
big guy tries to barrel in. Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Knight. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's taking the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's got it on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to bull his way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Tennessee, 66.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other